Body bags were horror lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer, and today I'm bringing you some 1996 delights from the full moon. So Mr. Charles Band directs Head of the Family. Now this is one that I'd never seen, I'd never watched. It's kind of always looked a little bit suspect to me, but I decided to give it a go. And it's quite surprised. Sorry, it's a little bit chilly. I'm in the car, a little bit cold here. Got the gloves off to hold the camera, but anyway, I quite enjoyed this film. So we're basically set out in this little town, and you have this kind of, I'll call him an entrepreneur, but it's kind of like a crook who has all fingers in all pies in the town. And so he's in this cafe with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's actually having an affair with the cafe owner. And the cafe is not doing so well, so the entrepreneur decides he will help out the cafe owner by becoming a partner. And this is the guy you don't say no to. Now, obviously, the situation that's going on with the cafe owner and the girlfriend, they don't really want this to happen. And so they've got to think of a way to fix this. But also in this little town, there's these three rather strange characters. They'll call them the family. They're related. So we've got this big meaty guy, kind of very 90s, big muscle guy without showing much definition of the muscle. Another guy that wears these shades all the time, and this kind of rather provocative, well, she's not provocative, but what she's wearing is maybe provocative to the rednecks in the town, woman. So yeah, they're the kind of odd, like robotic kind of like movements, and how they're very, very, very strange. But I don't know, that's kind of the setup. So they actually set up this roadblock, these three weird people. And this car kind of follows the roadblock. It's actually off-road to where their house is. And there's actually a fourth member that no one knows about. This giant-brained, deformed little guy. Yeah, so we later find out it's kind of like a hive mind situation. So he kind of, the other three have their own minds, but he kind of controls them. They are their own people, but he can tell them what to do, sort of thing. So yeah, they're basically stealing people, kidnapping people, and he's doing experiments with them because he wants to transform his brain into someone else. He doesn't want to have this body anymore. That's the kind of the crux of the situation of the film. So he basically lobotomizes people all the time, and he has them all hidden downstairs. But anyway, our cafe owner and entrepreneur's girlfriend, we'll call, I can't remember their names, they see this roadblock and think it's kind of strange, so they kind of sneak over. Well, the cafe owner sneaks over to see what's going on and goes down the path and sees kind of some dodgy stuff going on. And he decides to blackmail this family. Yeah, so he goes there, is very surprised to see the head of the family, and he basically sets it all up. So he's going to extort money from them. Oh, obviously the family, the head of the family, doesn't want this to happen. He gets pretty annoyed. So rather than extorting for money, the cafe owner wants his entrepreneurial friend taken care of. Friend, he's not a friend, but you know what I mean. So he takes care of him, but it doesn't kill him. Of course, he lobotomizes him. He wants to figure out to try and a way to get in his brain and blah, blah, blah. So we know how it kind of all unfolds. He kind of wants more and more money. So head of family wants him gone. Different situations eventually leads to the house being burnt down. Yeah, house gone, house burnt. But it's fun. It's fun. It's I won't give the kind of too much of the details of what's going away, because you should watch this. It's a surprisingly fun film. Very nicely put together. There's no budget to it or anything. You can tell by they're always at the diner or at the house pretty much. But it's nice. It's nicely put together. It's interesting. It's a fun ride. It's well timed. It's well paced. The ending's kind of a little bit open at the end. So you never know with Full Moon. It's like, I don't think this does have any sequels. I don't think so. I'm not too sure. It being Full Moon, it's like, it's primed for sequels that never happen. Maybe they'll come along at some point. You never know. But yeah, that's my review of the film. It's like quite fun. You have the hive mind kind of characters. The guy with the sunglasses has these weird, huge, bulging eyes, which look amusing. The big, beefy guy is obviously dumb as hell. And then the female one, he basically uses to lure people in for sex and think he does weird stuff with her. The head of the brain does weird stuff for her, probably. Anyway, is a bit of a strange character. But this was a fun watch anyway. I think keep this really sweet today. So this is just an overview of a Full Moon film that's actually pretty well put together and recommended. Not that I'm making that sound like Full Moon do bad stuff. They have a lot of their catalogue that I'm not really a fan of, but they do some good things as well. And this was one of the silly ones. This was quite fun. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the week from all the gang, and catch you guys next Sunday. Bye bye.